Hey guys, let me know that you're here. I'd love to see who's here to see my project today. I'm going to be showing you what I made last week so that you guys can go back to it if you would like. I'm just going to wait a few minutes before I do that. I'm really excited about today's project too. I'm hoping you guys like it. Oh, let me mute my computer just to be on the safe side. There we go. I've already muted my phone, told my daughter not to call. Hey, Pat. So hopefully she's going to listen because I have her on my emergency phone, and so it cuts through when I say do not disturb. Told my husband and my son that too. Not the rest of my family, so watch, they're going to probably call. So I had 3 here. I'm hoping that whoever else is here can say hi. Let me show you what I did last week. So Pat, on my screen, it shows it backwards, but I'm hoping that it's still the right way. So if you could let me know, I'd appreciate it. Good. Okay, so this is what I did last week, and I got a lot of feedback on how much people wanted me to send it to them, but I think I have decided who I'm going to send it to. So one of them may come today. I am not sure. So let's get this over with before maybe she pops in. But this is what I made. It's absolutely gorgeous. It stands up onto your mantle. And a lot of people said that I should keep it and display it every year. But I probably will give it away. And hoping that, hey, Tammy, hoping that whoever I do give this to will really love it. So Tammy, this was last week's project. So this is not what you're getting in the mail this week, or by Wednesday. I'm going to mail it out on Wednesday. But I wanted you to see it. It's a cute little Christmas card book that stands up on your mantle. And it all closes down. Whoop, if you can get it to close properly, and ties in a bow. So I'm going to go ahead and put that aside and show you what we're making today. So what we're making today is, okay, it's hard to show you this way because it's kind of like the other one, but the way you have it sitting is it goes like this. And it looks absolutely stunning, which you're going to have to go, I mean, you'll see the picture on the front of my video, but this is what it kind of looks like. And I love that it looks like it's on something decorated here. So, hey, Teresa, glad you could make it. So this is what we're making today. So if you place a $35 order, which Tammy already has, then she gets the fixins for this, and you'll be happy to know that I will do all the cutting and the scoring for you and run this through the machine. Now, of course, I cannot stamp for you, but I can send you the pretty deer. You will have to find your own stamps, or you can order the In the Pines, which is now on sale. I forgot to look to see if it was still there, but I'm hoping it is, but it is on sale. So let's get started on this part. And oh, let me show you what it looks like when it's all folded, if I can get it to go. Yeah, it just closes like this, so it will go into like a legal envelope. I was going to set one up and make it look really nice. Hey, Bee. And I decided, no, I'm just going to mail it like this, and hopefully that person will really love it anyway, even if the envelope isn't as pretty. But I love how it came out. So I think this is called, oh, I don't even remember. I thought I knew, and then, sorry, I don't remember what it's called. So we're going to come in with a piece of Pretty Peacock that is 11 inches by 6.5. And we are going to score it going landscape. We're going to score it at 2 3/4. And make sure you put your cutter away, because I know that I have cut it before instead of scoring. So we're going to 2 3/4, 5.5, 8 1/4. And then we're going to turn it, and we are going to score it at 1 inch on both sides, going the portrait way. And then I just flip it and do it this way, because it's much easier to have it on this side of my cutter. Okay, now you are going to put your cardstock back in portrait. Yes. This is portrait on the 1 inch mark. And I'm going to have to stand up for this. And you are going to cut it from the 1.5. So now we can bring this down 1.5 to 9.5. And then I flip it and then put it at the 1.5 again, making sure I got that right. And I already have it at the 9.5, so I'm just going to leave it there and then go up to the 1.5. Okay, then you are going to put it in, and I didn't write this part down, so let me look at what I did. You come in. This is why live is so much more fun. You're going to score it at the top of this line here. So that was at 1.5. So let's put it at 1.5 and score it, not cut it. And you're going to go between the two cuts here. And then you're going to, you already have the one here, and then we're going to flip it around and do it again at 1.5 and score between the two. Hopefully I got it right, because I'm not standing over it. Okay, so that looks good to me. So then what you're going to do is you're going to, let's see, this goes down, and that goes like that. This is going to go in, I think, could come out. It's supposed to fold. And then this goes in down here. And then this comes up. So now we have kind of like this, and then this one comes, hold on, this one comes forward. So when you close it all, they all kind of fold together. Hold on. I might have it going the wrong way, but it's going to, whoop, go. When you fold it all, it's going to look like this. So I am going to get my bone folder, and thanks, Tammy. I'm hoping that you can recreate this when you get all the pieces in the mail. Now, luckily for you, you won't have to score or cut it, so that's a good thing. I wish somebody could have done that for me. All right, so then here's all the pieces that you need. Because we're using the same brightly gleaming DSP, I'm using the copper foil, and you are going to need 4 3/8 by 1 3/8, and you're going to times this by 4, but well, that doesn't, I think this one needs to be 2. You're going to time this one by 2, and then this one gets 4 1/8 by, hold on. This is really hard to read. 4 3/8 by 1 1/8 instead of 1, hold on, 1 3/8, because this little thing is a little bit slimmer than the front side. So I wanted to make sure it fit perfectly. So we're going to go ahead and put those two in, and then I'll tell you what else you need. And I'm using the Stamp & Seal Plus because I really like it. So this is not a hard card if all the scoring and stuff is done, but it's really not hard to do it yourself. So if you don't have the paper, just go ahead and try it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put this on. And I do have all of this on my blog with the dimensions. So, and everything you need to buy everything on here so that you can walk through too. If you want to print it out and then watch the video at the same time, it kind of helps. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and put these two on, the two in the inside. And I guess it's nerves, but I'm always cold, but when I go to do my videos, I get really warm. So I think that's why, is nerves. And did you notice my nails? They're Christmas themed. Love them. Okay. All right. Before we move on, we're going to do the bottom part. And we're going to use the Label Me Lovely punch. And you're going to put it in to your in here and put the, like, line up this edge and the score line up here so that they're even on both sides. And then down here, you only want it to come directly to the bottom so that each one's going to be the same if you're paying attention. Whoop. All right, hopefully I can see. I'm trying to hold it and do it at the same time. Make sure it's even on both sides. Okay, there's one. Then we're going to do that all the way across. And again, just kind of watching where, okay, your middle is. Trying to make sure. And I'll do this for you too, Tammy. You're probably thinking, thank God I placed an order. All right. Whoop. And last one. And this one is a little wider, so I make sure I get that one definitely in the middle. I'm just not allowed to stamp for you. So I can do everything but the stamping. All right, so now you would come in with 4 pieces of copper, and I ran them through the greenery folder to get this really pretty edge here because I thought that that kind of went with the tree theme that we're doing. And I made 4 of them, and they're going to go up here. So let me get those going. And I'm just going to put it right down the middle. This is good stuff, so I think that it should stick. So it's really not difficult. It's more just layering all of the goodies on here. And then I try to line them up with each other, but that's eyeballing it. And I don't think I got that one right, but you think I did. All right. I'm glad, Tammy, you're happy. Okay. All right, so we have those done. So I'm going to put that up here for a minute, and we're going to bring in our 2 pieces of vanilla. They are 4 1/8 by 2 3/8, and you're going to do 2. So one gets the tree from the In the Pines, and this is on sale right now. So you want to try to go up there and go and grab it. If you use my hostess code, then I can mail you the fixins for this too, and for both, and you'll also get the pillow gift. But I am going to go ahead and stamp that, the big one, and I'm going to use Old Olive. And I always do the first, the big one first, the one with the outline, because it's easier to line up after that. And I'm going to go ahead and put that here. And then I'm going to take this one and I'm just going to stamp off up here so that it's going to be second generation. And hopefully, because I can't get under it or over it, I've got it lined up. Oh, not bad. Okay, and then I'm going to close this so I don't place anything on top. Put these aside so I don't place anything on top. And then I'm going to come in with a sponge and crumb cake and just put some color at the bottom of this to make it look like the tree's not hanging in the air. Whoops, and I laid it down before I wiped it. So what we're going to do is make it look like that's what I meant to do. Okay, that's pretty dark. All right. Then you're going to come in with your die that comes with, let me show you. It's the die that comes with this Wishes in Wonder, but it is called, hold on. Where's the sheet? Oh, right here. It is called North Pole Wonder Dies. Now the dies are on sale, but if you buy the bundle, you still, I think, get 10% off, but the dies are on sale. So if you just want it for the deer, that's a good deal. So I have the deer that I'm going to cut out of the copper. And of course, I've already done that. And we're going to pop him up with dimensionals. Now, I'm going to put some on his back. And I don't know about you guys, but every time I walk around the house, I see the backings for the dimensionals everywhere. So I'm going to go ahead and put him right here. And then we're going to put him onto our panel. And then we're almost done. Well, there we go. So for looking hard, it's really not. All right, so then I'm going to come in with a stamp that says, it's from Wrapped in Christmas, and this is also is going to be used on my next card, and it is being used on my pillow gift. But I'm going to use this, Let the Joy of the Season Fill Your Heart, because since I'm using it for, with the deer, I was going to put a Jesus one, but I thought I don't know whether that goes. So, all right, I'm going to use Real Red and color the Joy all by itself, because this is what I love about markers, is that I can come in and change the colors to what I want it to say. All right, and then the rest is going to get the pretty peacock, because that's what color we're going with. And with Stampin' Up, you get to make everything coordinate. And of course, we'll have to huff on it a little bit to give it a little bit of moisture from our breath to make sure it didn't dry out. Okay, and that's going to go right in the middle. See, isn't that pretty? Love it. All right, then I'm going to put that on my thing, and we're done with that card. Now, I was hoping my niece was going to come, because it's between her, this card and the one I did last week that she's going to get. And I wanted to show her and see what she thought. But she's got a newborn, so I don't know that she had the time to stop everything and come and see me. Okay, so now for the second card. Let me show you it. Let me move everything too. This is kind of a peekaboo card. and it has a window sheet here, and that's just to give it more stability. It doesn't really have to have it, but it was a little willy wonky without it. So we're going to go ahead and do that. All right, we're going to need Night of Navy, Garden Green, which I already had out, and soft sea foam. Then I cut an extra deer for him because I had it out. And we are going to bring in everything else. And I did not measure these, but hopefully I have it where I can tell you. I had the other one already. All right, so it's 2 inches by 4.5, and then you're going to use the die that comes with the deer set here. And I don't have it in here. It's in this thing. It cuts your waviness for you. So you just do the 2 inches, and then 1/2 is one side and 1/2 is the other. So I use it that's why I said 2 inches. Then you're going to need some more of In the Pine stamps, and then the stamp from the other stamps that I told you we were using. And then you're going to come in with Garden Green. As you can see, the back of this tree is cut out with this Garden Green, and it cuts it out solid. And then this one cuts it out to where it has little pieces, and I'll show you in a second. But I use the soft sea foam for that. So we'll put that aside. No, it didn't take long at all. So here's the soft sea foam. See how pretty that is? There's another one that does more of a wavy pattern, but I really like this one. And when you put it on top of the Garden Green, it just looks so pretty. It looks like a two-tone tree, which is what it's supposed to do. All right, and then we have 3 pieces of 4 1/4 by 2 of Berry Vanilla. The one will be a little bit smaller than that, but for now it sounds good to me. This one is 1 3/4 by 4 1/4, and you'll need 2 of those. Oh, except for one's not as, nope, it's the same. Okay, then you're going to need 2 of your Night of Navy because that goes in this paper. It makes it so easy when you use designer paper on what colors to use for your card. So this one is 2 7/8 by 4 1/4. And then you're going to need 1 more piece of the Night of Navy, and this is 5 1/4 by 4. And of course, like I said, you can go out on my blog and see it all written down, so you don't have to write it down now. Window sheet is 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. We wanted the exact size of the card. And then here's the other 2 pieces that I had. And then another 5 by 3 3/4 that's going to layer onto the Night of Navy because I like layers. Then we have a 4 1/4 by 7 1/2, and it is scored at 2 inches. So we're going to go ahead, and it got dirty, but that's okay because I'm laying stuff onto it. Okay, so this is the base of your card, and then you're going to bring in one of these because this is going to be for the other side. All right, so for now, let's just get the bases ready. We're going to take the 2 pieces that are exactly the same, and we're going to just layer those together. And I made them all the exact height. So you just have to line up the edges on the bottom and the top, and you're good to go. And of course, it's not too bad. Okay, so then we're going to put those on the 2 edges. One is the one that's floating for right now, and one is the front here. And those are going to go straight to the edge also. I don't do that very often because I really like my edges to show, but whoops, I need it to go over just a little. Okay, and then this one is going to go on this floating one for right now. And I locked my kitty out because he kept getting into everything before it even started. So I was like, okay, guess what? You don't even get to be in here. He normally comes in and says hi to everybody and walks right under the camera. He is fun. Okay, so now we have that. And then we're going to go ahead and do this part right here, which I've already done this, but I wanted to show you a way of getting dazzling diamonds or any kind of glitter onto paper without having it look like I want it to look more snowish, if that's a word, and make it look uneven, not quite like a straight line. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to take my glue and my silicone craft mat, and I'm going to put some on here. And this is the best. If you don't have one, anytime, now Pat can attest to this, anytime you accidentally get your, you put your card's tape on and then you realize you forgot to do something or you forgot to stamp it and the tape's already on it, you stick it on here and it will not stick. And then it's all good. Okay, so I'm bringing in a sponge and I have my dazzling diamonds here. Oh, and yes, I do want to put my sentiment on. Thanks, B. I did forget that one little thing. So that's going to go here on the front of this, and I'm using garden green. I could have done it afterwards, but once you put them together, it just makes it harder. So let's get that done. And I'm just going to put, I'm sorry if my head gets in the way, and hopefully it's straight. It's a little curvy, but that's all right. Okay, so now we can get going. So I'm going to get this wet with my glue and then just do it like you would normally do, except for the hair is not supposed to be there. Cat hair everywhere. And just do it like you would if you were sponging color. And then I'm going to bring in my dazzling diamonds or whatever glitter you have, since we don't sell it anymore. But I have a ton, so I'm going to use it up. And you just sprinkle it on there. And it's only going to stick where you have the glue on there. Let me get the other one before this dries. It's just a different way of putting on your glitter. A lot of times I'll use tear and tape, but it's a very straight line, and I didn't want a straight line. Okay, so there we have it. And so somebody said the other day, and I read it and I thought, oh, that is so true, is people ask, I mean, how hard is it to get COVID? Like, how hard? And somebody says, well, let's do it in craft terms. One person in your house is playing with glitter. How many people in your house have glitter on them? I just thought, okay, that does sound like it's pretty contagious. So I'm going to be careful because I know glitter will get on everything. All right. Yes, sentiment is on Whisper White because this is snow. And this is one time where you will want to put snow or white and vanilla on a card. So now you're going to line this up and you're going to place dimensionals behind here. And of course, I put tape all the way around. So let me grab a embossing buddy to get that off. Because I only wanted it to stick behind, and I don't want it to stick onto the card. So if ever you put glue on things that you don't want, just put some embossing Buddy on there and it takes all the sticky off. See, everybody makes mistakes. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and I like to put dimensionals exactly over the edge so that I make sure that it's going to hold those two together. And then I'm only going to put one on each end here, just because we're going to have the window sheet in the back. All right. Okay. So now we really got to make sure that this is on straight. And I'm going to go ahead and put him on so he's in the middle. And see how like it's just not very secure? So what I'm going to do is put some tape on here. And normally you would see it on your window sheet, but we're going to cover it up. So I just have it right there. And I'm bringing in my window sheet. And I'm just going to line it up exactly without laying it down yet, because it will stick and then it'll make a mess. Now, whew, all right, then I have it down. Now these three, I don't know why I did three. Because I thought it was 4 and when I started, but it's not. It's 3 that I have to cut, but I cut 4. You're just going to put these on and line it up so you can't see. And this way that's sandwiched. And I just turned that piece of paper over when I didn't need to. And then this just gets exactly onto there. Okay. Oh no, I have glitter everywhere. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and put the tree and the deer on top of here. So I have the deer and I have the tree. And another thing that you can do, because I already have it dirty, is that I'm going to go ahead and squirt a little bit more of this on and use my sponge that I've already used and put it on the back of this so I don't have to worry about getting the whole thing. This way it will stick and it won't go through. And then when this dries, you just peel it off of the silicone craft sheet. It is the most awesome thing. I have, I think, 3 of them just to be sure I'd never, like one is where I need it at all times. Okay. Now, of course, you're going to want to pop these up too. And I did put it behind here on my first one, which I don't think I can now. So it's going to go on the front because, of course, I forgot I had to put that on. And it will look just as pretty. I had it going between the layers of the snow on my first one. No, it's just called window sheet. And if you go to my blog, I have everything labeled and you can just click on it and it'll take you right to my store. And then if you buy even more, which you will get something from last week's too. Or you'll get next week's if you like that, because I'm going to do next week. I am going to do sneak peeks of what's coming out in January. Okay, so I want this to kind of go over the window a little bit. Okay, so now we're ready for the inside. And see, there's glitter still everywhere. So I'm just going to bring in my vanilla that I had from before and my 2 trees that I'm going to do. But this time, instead of stamping off, I'm going to do it with soft seafoam. You're welcome. All right, so I'm going to just stamp this in here. And then I'm going to use the soft seafoam for the inside because I use soft seafoam on the front. So I'm just going with it. Okay, just trying to see if I can see before without getting my head in the way. That's not bad. All right, then you're going to do your sentiment, which I'm doing. It's the most wonderful time of the year, but I am going to, let me go ahead and put these on first because I want to see exactly where the bridge is so I can make sure I don't have the sentiment won't show from the front. Only when you open it. So talking about deals, my friend owns a boutique and I went crazy yesterday. She had things for $5 and $10 and I was like, okay, add it to the cart, add it to the cart. And it ended up, I think I got $120 worth of clothes. I'm so excited. Some are for next season. Yes, it'll be here for as long as until I vacuum, which let's be honest, that'll be a while. All right, so I just went ahead and I'm going to use Night of Navy, and it's going to go right in the middle, just like that, and you can't see it. So I can't believe that I am done with both cards. So let me show you the pillow gift. So you get this really cute tin with a tag that says "May your days be merry and bright" with a cute star, and then the bow here. Hopefully you like chocolate, Tammy. All right, so then when you open it up, it has chocolate that's been wrapped in beautiful of the same DSP that I have on the projects. It's got both special dark and regular chocolate. So now you have to place your order before the end of Tuesday. I'm not just talking to you, Tammy. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound like that. But you have to place the order before Tuesday because I'm mailing everything out on Wednesday. And I want to make sure that I get it all out into the mail and to you in time. So I hope you enjoyed my video, and be sure to check out my blog, which is TedderBearStamping.com. And I will have last week's on there also, so that you can print that out too if you'd like. And that's it for today. And I got done, wow, 13 minutes sooner than I did last time. So, yay. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you really come back because this was fun. And next week I'm going to be doing something with the sneak peeks for the new catalog, which if you're a customer of mine, you'll probably be getting it in your mailbox. And if you're not yet, just let me know that you want one and I will mail it to you. All right. Well, thank you again, and I will talk to you soon. Oh, and anybody that was on here, sorry, it's going to be in the drawing for one of the cards today. So if you were on, so it's between Teresa, B, and Tammy. So I will do a drawing and come back and look, and I will say who it is, or I'll tell you next week. All right. Thanks. Bye.